Child, the way I just fried up this bacon for my kids and didn't make me none. Ugh, and now my stomach is rumbling and tumbling. Ugh, child. Damn, I can't stand this fucking thing. It's so fucking annoying. Damn. Shit. my God, the way my kid is banging music early this morning. What's wrong with him? I'm like, shit. I'm like, boy, I'm live. I don't need that. You see? Mm, 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 mm. I tell you what, I done forgot what song that is. What song is that? You know the song where they say dun 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 dun. I know. I want to play it. Child, I don't know what song it is though. I know. What's his name? I know Trey is on there. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Boo, 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 boo. Let me see if I can find that song. Cause Trey tried to do his thing on there. He say, boom, 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 boom. That's what I'm talking about. Child now. I said, take the water leader. What? This man in power. This man. Hold on. They call me, oh man, Trey the Truth. What is, I don't know whose song that is. Trey the Truth. Whose song is that? I cannot think of how it go. That's not funny. I can't think of what it is. Boom, 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 boom. They call me. I cannot think of whose song that is. Slow, loud, and banging. You ninjas better put your bets on me. Child, now Boosie had to check Kodak yesterday. I said, oh, okay, Miss Pressica. And y'all know I don't mean no disrespect when I call me and Miss Pressica. I don't. You see, I said I just don't. It's just like Miss Preston Curl is anybody that got something to say. You see, like, anybody that's like checking somebody or I'm impressed. Impresses me. That's who Miss Preston Curl is. Okay. So shout out to that. Slow, loud, and banging. You better put your on me. Nah, that ain't it. Mm-mm. That ain't it. Oh no. Please no. Get this shit off of my phone. I mean my stuff. Come on. Ugh. Child, that was so ugly. I ain't never even heard it either. Can't believe they dropped that. They said slow, loud, and banging. Slow, loud, and banging. It sounds like zero too. Fuck you thinking. Fuck you thinking. Hold on. Slow, loud, and banging. Okay, y'all. So, Kodak Black. Yesterday, he was like, "Where's Boosie?" You know what I'm saying? Basically saying Boosie always got something to say. You see, he was basically saying Boosie has always got something to say about like all of this, snitch, um, and stuff like that. Baby, I ain't never seen Boosie respond so quick. I haven't. People be looking for Boosie all the time. Boosie don't be really be saying nothing like that. He just let them look. Shit. Call that Black said something. Boosie said what? Boosie said, I say what? Like he responded quick as hell. And he even oh no, excuse me. He responded fast as hell, y'all. And then even went live too, or made a video or whatever he did to address it too. Cause I didn't give a damn. I mean, Boosie didn't give a damn, but Kodak didn't either. Kodak was like, where he at? You know what I'm saying? He always got something to say. Where's he at? And so, like, Boosie responded right away. I say right away, I mean right away. Okay, Miss Person Girl, he sure did. He was like, man, he had so much to say. Hold on, y'all. He had a whole lot to say. Hold on. Slow, loud, and banging. You ninjas better put your bets on me. Child. I said, oh, if y'all don't, first of all, I liked Boosie's response. Okay, I did. He ouch, got hot damn. To me, he responded like a grown man. You know what I'm saying? Real grown man. Like, he was like, man, really? I got too much shit going on to be worried about that. You know? He was like, but if somebody want to pay me to talk about it, I will. He was like, but must be the money, okay? Like Deion Sanders said. And he damn sure did. And I was here for it. Oh, yes, ma'am. Miss Presser Girl was here for it. It just is what it is, you know, because Boosie do got a lot going on. And I take it a step further. He should have told Kodak Black and then one more thing. I'm kind of getting too old. You know what I'm saying? To be worried about that stupid shit too. It ain't like it's, you know. But I feel like that would interfere with him getting the bag off of it. You know what I'm saying? So like that's his main focus, to get the money. He ain't worried about Boosie ain't worried about outgrowing no topics or whatnot. But the truth of the matter is people age. Sure. People get older. So if you ask me, Boosie shouldn't be concerned with that. You know what I'm saying? She shouldn't. He's too old, if you ask me, but it's just my opinion. You see, Miss Preston Curl? I said, that's just my opinion. Okay. So anyway, but yeah, he you know, it is what it is. He basically had to check the youngin. You know what I'm saying? He had to check him right quick. Okay. I said, well, look at Boosie. Like, he growing up. Slowly he getting there, you know? Let me see if I can find what his response was to Kodak Black. Slow, loud, and banging. You better put your bets on me. I know that's right. Okay, this iPad is acting weird today. Like, it was just doing something weird and now it's doing it again. Hold on, y'all. Shit. It's always something. Let me power it off. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. How you power it off? Well, that ain't it, huh? And that ain't it either. Oh, Lord. Damn, well, what makes it cut off? Okay. Do the bit, talk shit, look this good. Highly doubt it. Out of sight, but still on your hoes mind. Disappear, then I pop out more fine. That's my part. I love when a bitch don't stalk me. I love when a bitch don't like me. Stalk my IG. Yeah, it's acting weird, y'all. Okay. Now can I look up some music, please? It's talking about invalid response. It ain't trying to play Megan Thee Stallion for me. Child, quit playing. Oh, but people had Kodak back, y'all. They was going off on Boosie. Once he tastes this, you might as well let that go. And he ain't taking the bait. That mean I won't go on your shit. It's whatever. It's whenever. It's whatever. It's whenever. It's whatever. Whoa. It's whenever. It's whatever. Something went wrong. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with it, y'all. Fuck wrong with him. I love when a bitch don't like me stalk my IG. Hey, I'm at the top of my game. And I woke up looking this good. I don't need no corset. Hmm. 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 I look good slim. I ain't speaking out of her to speak on my body in front of them. Like a scrunchie. Bum bitch can't get in my company. Oh, Lord. She said, this shit ain't nothing new to me. Ha! She said, y'all treat a ninja like a death row meal. I treat like charcuterie. Yeah. Talk to him, let him know what to do to me. Something wrong with that. I'm not really sure what though. I'm not sure what. All I know is I don't have time to play with that fucking shit. Period. I don't. And I don't. Child. But yes, y'all. I said, I was like, gone, Boosie. You better check something. Okay? Just is what it is. But like I said, people had Kodak Black. Kodak back. They was not playing. They was not playing with Boosie. Because Boosie was like, listen, somebody gotta pay me. You know what I'm saying? When people pay me, that's when I go. That's talking, right? That's what Boosie has said. And people was like, people was on Boosie head. They was like, Boosie, you're a damn lie. You see? And they was like, you ain't gotta lie, Craig. You ain't gotta lie. They was oh yeah. Yes indeed. They said when they said you didn't feel that way when you was talking about Kodak. That's what they said, baby. They was on his head. But Boosie had addressed talking about Kodak. He said Kodak Black must still be in his feelings about that. He also told Kodak Black he need to go get clean. No, that's not funny, but you know what I'm saying? Should make Kodak want to get himself together. Cause how you running around here burnt out and Boosie okay? You know what I'm saying? As old as Boosie is. You know what I'm saying? You would think it should be the other way around. Let me see. Kodak Black Slade featuring Boosie. Hold on. No, not what the fuck. to it. Talk them through it. Let them know what to do to me. Pull a whole scrunch back. Pull a whole hair back like a scrunchie. This is what Boosie had to say. Hold on. Damn, why they ain't
put me on that couch, better do that. But
hold on.
At the same time, I shouldn't even have no energy for this.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He shouldn't.
The shit I'm going through right now, like, man, I shouldn't even have no energy for this shit, bro. Like, I'm going through real gangster shit.
Why won't let me rewind it?
You know what I'm saying? So,
this shit on my nerves today. I'm not
lying,
home skillet. Shit. Okay.
Everybody in my DM talking about, niggas speak on the thugger shit. Man, check this out, bro. When it's time for me to speak on anything, I'm gonna speak on it.
I hear that.
Never put me on their couch, bro. I'm a hoping, bro. I'm gonna speak on them and tell how I feel, and I'm gonna keep it real about the situation. That's Boosie, bro. If somebody gotta put me on that couch, better do that. But at the same time, I shouldn't even have no energy for this shit, bro. Like, all this shit I'm going through right now, like, man, I shouldn't even have no energy for this shit, bro. Like,
no lies.
Real gangster shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I got a lot of shit going on. You know, I can't be going back and forth on no internet, bro. Like, especially with Yak. You know, I'm trying to get the same thing you got from the same people. And you know that, bro. Come on, type of shit you want. But,
Boosie say he trying to get a pardon from Trump. You see? And so, okay, so see that would explain it. Remember I said Boosie hurried up and addressed Kodak. Like, quick, fast, in a hurry. I ain't never seen him address nothing that fast. And so maybe that's why. Because he like, you know, I'm trying to get pardon from your big homie. Why you doing this? Type ish.
Yeah, when it's time to talk about any situation, you know how I'm coming. You know, I'm going to tell the truth how I feel about any situation. And to all my fans, you know, if y'all my real fans, y'all going to say, man, she ain't really got time for that shit. Like, I don't even want, like, my real fans who love me, like, we got real shit coming up. Nigga. We praying right now, nigga.
Y'all heard him. So, but the fans wasn't trying to hit it. Child, they went in. Yeah. They went in. They said, Negro, please. You see? They was like, no, 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 Boosie. You always got something to say. You know what I'm saying? They was like, you pick and choose. Get your ass on Twitter. You know, for real. That's what they had said. Hold on. Child, something happened yesterday. They keep saying they don't. They said what? I address that when I feel like addressing it. But something happened yesterday, y'all. In fact, I think a lot of stuff happened yesterday. I just don't know everything. I don't know every single thing. Hmm. I'm trying to see the post. I'm trying to see if I can find the actual post. With Boosie, because Boosie, I want Boosie, I want you to hear what the people were saying. Even though I know he probably already know. I know Miss Spencer Girl probably already know, child. Y'all give me a minute. In a minute, we're gonna switch gears though and talk about just them. Oh, man, Jess is so freaking hilarious. Yes, she is. She's hilarious. I like that. Oh, okay. That's cute. That's cute. That's cute. That's cute. They said, what's it called? It? They said Aisha Curry hosts today. She done hosted a show and interviewed Steph. That's so cute. Ooh. Come give me hell. You bad as hell. I treat you well. I will. Child, y'all see that picture of Sky and NBA Youngboy? Ooh, they look like they was ready to do something. They did. Oh, but they did, Miss Preston Curl. I'ma have to post it. I'm gonna post it for y'all. Sky look cute. People was like, child, that's her type. Sky got a type. Sky, but that's how it be. That's how it be. That's how it be. That's exactly how it be. Child. Child. What else is going on? People, so Kodak, hold on, people got on who they was on Boosie head yesterday. Period. Behind Kodak Black. Oh yes it did, Miss Presser Girl. They were playing. They was mad. They told Boosie, mind your fucking business next time when it come to Kodak. Quit playing around, you see. They had told Boosie. And so, uh, they also was on Adam, is his name Adam? Child almost called him Adam Sandler. That ain't his name. Silver. Silver. The commissioner. The NBA commissioner. Baby, they was on his head yesterday. Cause tell me why, and you know, that's crazy too. That is so crazy because my show's executive producer and we were just talking about like finding the games, you know, like, but we were talking about the NFL games. So it's just crazy. But Adam was addressing people saying like, man, what's up? Like, why we can't, you know, watch the games for free? You know, you know what I'm saying? Why y'all doing too much? You know, just y'all just doing too much now. Not listening to your fans. And it's crazy too when businesses don't listen to their people. You know, it is. I don't know. I mean, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? They gotta do what's best for them. But you know what's best for them ain't always like not listening to, you know, the people that's been putting money in their pockets. But anyway, people want to talk to Adam ass about watching the games. Like, where can we see the games at? We sick of all this, you know, here, there, everywhere to just view a game. And that ninja, he basically said, okay, that he was like, well, you know, shit, he basically told y'all to stick to YouTube and Instagram clips and stuff like that. That's what he said for real. He was like, well, the games are literally like highlight. You know what I'm saying? This is like a highlight sports. You know, basically. He was saying like, shoot, y'all just keep watching the clips then. They was on his head. Child, listen, I gotta do better at getting the comments for y'all. Baby, when I said they rolled Adam ass about that till the horses came home, okay? It just is what it is. Shout out to the NBA fans who just wasn't trying to hear that, okay? I said they just wasn't trying to hear that shit. Oh, man. Bye-bye. Ooh, what else is going on in these internet streets? Um, I wonder when Rihanna having her baby. She should be ready to pop, ain't it? Ain't she? LeBron Jackson retweets post from former player Torrey Smith, wondering why y'all are celebrating. Oh, okay, Miss Press the Girl. Ah, they said Scott Jackson spotted with the king of infidelity. Ooh, I can't take y'all serious. Ooh, there you go. Hold on, there go. Hold on. Maybe I can get some of the what's it called this after all. Hold on. Somebody said people gonna just either watch games from what's called said, oh, that's what people said. People was like, see, that's why people they gonna steal it. You know what I'm saying? But they was like, somebody said, man, somebody called him a clown. Somebody said that's heinous. Um Your dummy ain't got time. What they say? This is why the league is the way it is. When Steph Curry and LeBron leave, it's a wrap. He greedy. People said. Um, Dang, somebody said we getting priced out. He's ruining the NBA. Hold on. Cause you know I wanna know. You bad as hell. I treat you well. Child, please. Um, you bad as hell. Nah, he can't be for real. Yikes. The ratings already suck. Yeah, that's the truth. Not a. Somebody called him a bald dummy. Uh, I don't know, but I know I want to go to a game. I need to go to a game before LeBron retire. How about that? And he need to be there. Do not need to. It do not need to be no game that he taking off from. Cause I will be and trying to get a refund this time. I'm not playing with them. Yeah, I need to go see LeBron before he retire. For real, for real. Or what else do I need to go do? I'm trying to see what I'm trying to see. Hold on. I think LeBron was playing for the Heat when I went to see him play. I'm almost positive. Oh yeah, he was. He was because I think I remember seeing Chris Bosh. I think I remember something about Bosh. But anyway, I need to go to an NFL game too though. Real soon, real soon. Go to a 49ers game. But child, they just doing the fans bad. If you ask me, they are. But I don't know. I hate to say it, and I hope I'm wrong. But sports seems like it's one of those things, you know, like the shit going downhill, the shit getting sad. Oh, uh, Cardi B. Y'all know Cardi B is doing her, doing her thing, getting ready for her album, preparing for her album. And I saw a post that said she begging. Oh, she begging. I said, oh Lord, y'all crazy. Um, they was on Outset Head yesterday. I'm like, these kids, like this new generation, like I just say like this, you can never win with the internet. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Always something with the internet. They was mad at Offset yesterday because he basically had something good to say about his soon to be ex-wife. They said TMZ had stopped them, and um somebody said, "Are the kids gonna have both of their parents nominated for an album of the year?" And he said, "For sure." And they said, "You guys gonna go up against each other, maybe?" And he said, "No, no. Um, I just want all peace, man, for us to win. Everybody gotta win. We got kids to take care of. We gotta catch the dubs." Um, When asked is he going to support her album, he said for sure. That shit hard. She gonna do her big one too. Cause people like Offset album. Yeah, for the girls in the back. You know what I'm saying? Just for the girls in the back. Because it's crazy how that certain things can tank your brand, you know? And it's crazy how like right now Cardi B leaving Offset has affected his brand in a negative way. That's wild. That is really wild. Because now all of a sudden he's a cheater, cheater, cheater every day, every day, every day. He a cheater, cheater, cheater. But like they wasn't doing him like that when he was with Cardi. You know? It's crazy. But shout out to his team though, because I could tell they working overtime. You know, they working overtime to get him back to the Offset that he was right before he got with Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? The Offset that doesn't have a H train coming full speed at him, you know? Um Number 16 on the 200 chart. um The Migos alone described it as his best solo work so far and explained that it carried deep meaning. Um, he said it was an album that meant a lot to me after my name. You know what I mean? Just me being personal, me being vulnerable about life, and people like it, and that's a blessing. He said. Um, but they was on his head. Now I know. Oh Lord, they done got in there. They said they asked Cardi B when asked about a chance of a lasting friendship with Offset, whom she married in 2017. She said, "I tried." Next question. They'll be okay though. They'll be okay. Either and they'll be okay. They just gotta let the dust settle. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I told y'all. Oh, I told y'all. I said, oh, baby, she ain't seen nothing. Yeah, it just is what it is. You know, when you going through a breakup, women want peace, and men want they get back. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. They want they get back. Um, I mean, I would assume did I say a divorce? Because I ain't never been through no divorce. I meant to say a breakup. You know what I'm saying? Um, Somebody said he's seeking alimony. Of course, he want her to sell. Um, Somebody said he's seeking alimony. Somebody said I would do the same thing. Hype it up. Make sure it go platinum. They crazy. Oh, these comments are a little different than what I was seeing yesterday. Yesterday they was on his head. Today, it's mixed. Somebody said, get that alimony. I said, somebody said he acted fake nice. Well, if she happy, she won't come too hard on him. If she sells, she won't come too hard on him. Might even be on her. I work hard, independent woman is, whatever the reason is. He's doing okay. Cardi's music is trash. LOL tough day 30s. Like he's ever sat at home for longer than the afternoon. They crazy. Let me see. Yeah, nah, these comments was definitely different than yesterday. Yesterday, they was being a little mean, I would say. Let me see something real quick. This ain't what I want. Hold on. I cannot believe what's got it is still around. Being Offset is 33. 33. Okay. I ain't mad at it. Let me see how old Cardi is. Cardi B is 32. 30, 33 and 32. They right there. They are right there. So shout out to them. Shout out to the husband and wife. Not Cardi B. Cardi B finna make Offset a husband. Ah! 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 And come get this baby. Period, child. Y'all got to, y'all, listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all, let me give y'all a message from from Minister Randy. Y'all got to be more careful, okay? Hit the like button now. Hit the like button. And when you come up in here, make sure you come up in here like this. This is how I want you to come up in here with this type of energy right here. Right here. So yeah, the energy baby girl had. She was so happy to see her. She was so happy to see her about, and the face he turned around with, hilarious. Baby hilarious like Jess. Now let me tell y'all about the Jess hilarious story. This is crazy. Hold on, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Hit that like button and give me a second. Hold up, like them dogs. Okay, now before I get started on that just hilarious mess, let me tell y'all about Kim Kardashian real quick and how I agree with what she said. Okay, so now Kim Kardashian had just said that something came up about some homework, right? Don't quote me because I didn't look at it like that, but I know they said what had happened was Kim said she don't agree with kids having homework. Well, she don't think kids should have homework. And I agree. You know what I'm saying? I do. I agree to a certain extent. I think that in life, right, lots of things can be weird if that makes sense, you know. But I agree. I feel like there's so much going on, right? With so little time. It's like, man, let these kids be kids. Let the parents be parents. Let the day settle, you know, without them having to worry about, without any extra, I would say, you know what I'm saying? Some extra on the plate. Because I don't know what exactly teachers be thinking, but sometimes homework lasts longer than I think they think, basically. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah. And that's just that. That's how I feel about it. Like, yes, I wish they would, I absolutely wish they would. Um, wipe homework, you know what I'm saying, off of the parents' plate. You know what I'm saying? Take it off of the table. Um, Now one thing that I do like, how can I put it? Like if it's a test coming up, then send home like a almost like a practice. You know what I'm saying? Practice test. Now I'm out for that. Like let's prep. Let's prep. Let's be ready for the test. But like these kids coming home with this homework, asking for help, acting like they don't know what to do. That's you know, but I guess it's been like that since the beginning of time. Cause I remember being a kid sitting down and needing somebody to help me too. But I don't know. I thought it was always like you learn something in class, right? You do it a little bit, and then you have homework on it. You know what I'm saying? Meaning you kind of supposed to have it a little bit by the time you get home to your parents. But hey. That's another story for another day. Y'all hold on, because I'm finna make me some coffee because I'm getting sleepy. Okay. Ooh, child. Listen. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. First of all, y'all, so yesterday when I was on here with y'all, I meant to tell y'all about Jess and T.S. Madison. But the reason why I didn't is because sometimes I don't always get through all my topics with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So like I left that one. You know what I'm saying? I let it roll over. You see? Like minutes or whatever. And so oh, but yes, Miss Pressa Curl. Let me tell you something. I meant to talk to y'all about it, but I didn't have enough information. All I had was T.S. Madison saying something funny. I remember feeling like, oh my God. I'm like, what? Take the one and leave the one. I'm like, what now, Miss Pressa Curl? You see, I already knew. You know what I'm saying? I knew it was something. I just didn't know what, But we all know if T.S. Madison saying something, it got something to do with whatever she feels like she needs to defend, child. And I guess that's the gay community. Okay. So anyway, here T.S. Madison goes talking about some what she saying? I ain't saying nothing about your big D, the big D word ass in a minute. You know what I'm saying? She was like, but let's play. And then she tagged whatever little show. Whatever show she has. Okay. So I left it at that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay. I'm in the internet streets. It is what it is. I had to keep it pushing. I came over here to y'all. And that's exactly what happened. You know what I'm saying? True story. So yeah, so then later on, I'll get online, and now the internet then pieced up together what actually had happened. And y'all, what happened was just hilarious. She, was talking about the shit that T.S. Madison had got mad about, right? So she watching T.S. Madison talk shit, okay, about Snoop Dogg, saying that when his grandson asked him about two women having a baby together, like how did that happen? Um, she talking about that, and she talking about, well, she said this is two ladies, like two lesbians that didn't have a baby together. She said, like, that ain't got nothing to do with you. She said, like, that ain't even your colony. I lost it. I lost it, child. I like to spit out my teeth. I said, Lord, I almost spit my teeth out. The good ones. Oh my Lord. She said that ain't even your department. That ain't even your colony. I was like, oh Lord. Jess. Jess. Girl, listen. Let me tell you something. Vivica Fox was just online just recently saying that people be talking about making another Set It Off, and she was like, child, we gone. Period. The people from Set It Off is gone. Ain't gonna be no another Set It Off too, y'all. That's what Vivica Fox was saying, right? And I said, shit. If it is one, get just a role for one of them, okay? Because when it comes to her and T.S. Madison, baby, she be ready to set it out for this motherfucker, okay? Period. Like Juvie had said. And so, and then here comes T.S. Madison talking about some sister. Would it spell C-I-S? Y'all know, because they be saying cyst. You know what I'm saying? If you get it, you get it. They be saying CIS, cis gender. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, if y'all get it, they be saying like, child, don't give me the lie. I don't know what a cis woman is, but hold on. Because I feel like I know a little bit more than I'm acting like I know. Or I think I know. Let me say that. I think when they be saying a cisgender, first of all, I think the only people that use this term is transgender women. Let's start there, okay? I think trans women are the only people that necessarily use the word cis. Okay, let's just start there. But it's CIST. And I I think cis to them means like born that way. You know what I'm saying? So to them, we are I think they call us like cis women or something like that, child. Again, child, y'all know I will cry to you before I lie to y'all. So shout out to that. Yeah, but she talk about here she comes talk about some sister. Cause people do not like that. People be saying I'm not no cisgender nothing. I am a woman. Like when I tell y'all, people do not like to be called cis. So it was just so funny that T.S. Madison came with that. I said, oh my God. Let me tell you something, y'all. Between them two, baby, if it's one thing them two gonna do is get a laugh out of me. Okay? Shout out to that. Period. Hands down. They ass is crazy. They be having me laughing. Them people can't stand each other. It is funny, baby. They be taking me out every time. I be like, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Like the song say, come and talk to me. Shit. It's funny. It's funny to me. Now, I'm having a good time as long as they having a good time. Does that make sense? You see, like now, now if somebody getting their feelings hurt behind the scenes, if somebody is really like cutting up behind the scenes, then no, I'm now, then I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm ready to check out. Yeah, like I'm at Wild Water sub. I said, I would get myself up out of there if somebody crying about it, or getting the B word. You know what I'm saying? The B word, like when kids be getting at school. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And so, everybody. But like, no, like when it's like mutual, you know what I'm saying? Just mutual, like a good, clean, fun, back and forth. I'm here for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for that. But I don't like when they get too serious. I don't like when they get serious. See, with these two, I think they serious, but the key word was two. Okay, you got to hear me out. Two. I don't want them to get too serious, okay? Like talking about harming each other and all of that. No. You know what I'm saying? Keep it internet. Keep it internet. But like, no, really and truthfully, they be saying some things to each other. All trio of them, like Birdman said, because you could you got to add Tasha K in that. Yeah. All three of them be going back and forth. Back and forth. Child, like a seesaw. A mess. But anyway, Pooper Stars, It's your girl Shay Renee, and if you just now get here, I need you to hit the like button. Period. Okay. So shout out to that. What else is going on in these internet streets? Oh yeah, and if you just now get here, I was talking about Boosie having to check the youngin Kodak Black. You know what I'm saying? And I like the way he did it. Baby, like a letter in the alphabet. I forgot to tell y'all though. Wait. 1 minute. Um, I was just about to say, I like the way he did it. You know what I'm saying? He did it like an elder. You know? He did it like respectfully, I would say. But like, nah, one more and more I thought about it. I gotta go find that statement. Cause like it started out slow and then speeded up. You see? Period. Like, hold on. Inserts to Shannon Sharp mean. He said some crazy shit towards the end, you know. It just is what it is. He did. Hold on. Baby. It was all right, but then it started to get a little crazy, if you ask me. And then it was crazy too because Kodak Black. So let me tell you what Kodak Black gonna do. So he riding around. Okay, we acting like he's sipping out some, like the song like, no, so sip, so y'all remember that song? That's what he was acting like. I said that's what he was acting like. Child, he was. And so we talk about Kodak Black now. And so he went viral for that. He riding around looking the fool, just the fool. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just saying that because I'm older either. Even if my younger self would have still thought that that was very foolish of Kodak Black. But anyway, so right after that, right after he goes viral for that foolishness, here come his attorney time out. That's fake. That's fake. That's not real. That's fake. Okay. Okay. Well, shout out to that, Miss Presser Girl. And mm. Remember I told y'all earlier, Miss Presser Girl is anybody with something to say. You see, that impressed me. Okay. So it's no disrespect. None at all when I call me in that. But anyway, so his attorney defends him and says that it was fake. But then right after that, here comes Kodak Black talking about the Boosie stuff. So if you ask me, I feel like Kodak Black was trying to get everybody's attention off of him. You know, it is what it is. And I think it backfired because then here come Boosie telling him that he need to get clean. So anyway, this is what he said. He said, Kodak, believe me, when it's time to speak on a situation, I'm going to speak. But it's business. I get a bag to speak on these situations, first of all. Bear with me, okay? Because this is Boosie. He said, I get a bag to speak on these situations. And believe me, somebody coming with it. And, not Ann. N, like Nancy. And you wrong. I shouldn't have energy at all for this shit with what I'm going through. And you must still, you be, hold on. Because I'm not helping him out. Fuck that. I get tired of that. It is what it is. I am reading what y'all put from here on out. Because usually I do be fixing people's stuff. And I'm not doing that today. So shout out to that. Then plus, I don't want to be putting no words in nobody's mouth. So anyway, he said, "In, you wrong." Oh, is he saying the N word? Let me find out. I'm thinking he's shortened and. Maybe he's saying the N word. I don't know though. So again, no words in his mouth. And you wrong. I shouldn't have energy at all for this shit with what I'm going through. And you must be still mad about my remarks about you. Let that shit go. And admit you regret it now. Your career been downhill ever since. You effing over your legacy. You gonna be known as a rug addict. Addict. An addict. Like what be at the top of the house. You know how it's a little hole in the ceiling and a little door that swing open. And if you go up in it, right, you can see boxes and shit. That's what he said. He gonna be known as a rug. Okay, rhymes a rug. Starts with a D now. Addict. The addict. Before your talents. On top of that, you checked PC, my ninja. No, 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 no. So, see, he wrote it out that time. He didn't put in, my in. So, no, okay. Come on, man. You walked to the left when you got off the bus. Now, I know some of y'all be like, hey, I'm old, help me out. What do that mean? I see somebody said that in the comments. Let me tell you what that means. He basically saying he went where protective custody. That's what that stands for. Allegedly. He said, the whole Fed system will tell you this. I don't want to go back and forth with you. Get off the rhymes with rug, starts with a D, and go get you some helping. You effing the wrong one. Ninja. You not one of us. You ain't like that. I said, okay, well, good for Boosie. You know, good for Boosie. Good for the part that he realized that he really too old and he really ain't got time to be worried about that. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, yesterday we was just talking about his son, Tootie Rao, who went to jail and is in the slammer right now. And I'm sure he's worried about Tootie. It just is what it is. Worried about Tootie, worried about himself. And probably worried about pumping another baby in that girl. So won't nobody else get her while he gone. But shout out to Boosie, because I feel like he coming around the mountain. Slowly, but he coming. You know, and when I say that, I mean like he gonna stop doing them interviews, you know what I'm saying, about foolishness. It just is what it is, because they be asking him about stupid stuff. Truth be told. Truth be told. A lot of that stuff be stupid stuff. Like, honestly, truthfully, don't nobody care what Boosie think about the stuff going on with Young Thug. We don't. Like, no. It's just, I can't explain it. But I know it means a lot to industry men, right? But I don't think industry men understand that it don't necessarily mean a lot to the streets, if that makes sense, you know. Like, I think it means something to I think it hold a little weight. Let me just say that. But I feel like the streets don't care like that. You know, they just care whether it happened or it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Either I'm still buying his music or I'm done with him. That's how the streets view it. I feel like the streets, and I'm talking about the real ones, okay? I'm speaking for the real street dudes. They don't have time. I can tell you right now, real street dudes ain't even looking at podcasts, okay? Let's start there. They not. Those are street dudes slash podcasters or street dudes tech slash YouTubers or street dudes slash TikTokers and Rick Rockers. You see, I have yet to see a real street dude watch Vlad or any of this other bullshit going on. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Like Smokey said. Yeah. Like, they might catch a clip or two, but like, absolutely not. You know, it just is what it is. So like, it's definitely a disconnect. You know, I think Boosie them just be really worried about that stuff because they really need to be worried about that type of stuff. A little bit. You know what I'm saying? To a certain extent. For real. I think they do. You know? Because how can I put it? How can I put it? I just feel like they be mixing stuff. You know, they probably mix stuff. It just is what it is. They probably do. Like, let me just say this. I feel like nobody in the industry, they love people who could keep a secret. I tell y'all that all the time. So, like, yeah. Everything is a secret. You know? And so if you a tattletale, they like, wait. You know, they feel like you're not trustworthy. They can't trust you. You know, mind you, these is industry people, but industry people do stuff too. You know, industry people do stuff too. What about when they wanna get let their hair down? You know, and it is what it is. They be having, like, what's Scott said, who was that? Drake? Was that Drake? That said, I got money to blow, getting it in, letting these bills fall all over my skin. I got money to blow. Child, they be having money to blow. You see, it just is what it is. And so, like, yeah, if they, you know, I don't know how to explain it, but y'all know how it go. You know, y'all know how it go. Let's say I'm from Texas, period, like I am, and I'm out of bounds. I'm out of the state. I done came to your state to mess with you, and I might, ouch, I might be looking for a little blase, or I take it a step further. Maybe the people I'm with looking for a little blase. I'm not trying to get caught up, you know? Like, I gotta know that I know that I know that I know that, like, you good people. You square business. You know what I'm saying? You like me. If shit hit the fan, you ain't finna run in there talking about, oh my God, let me tell it all from A to Z. Give me a cigarette. You see? I got to know that I know your ass gonna hold water. You see? You know? Because if I live by the code and I'm fooling with you, I need to know that you on what I'm on. Period. Hands down. Like a dude would say, this is what a dude would say and a dude would think. We dropping our nuts today. You see? It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? If need be. You know, if need be. Okay? So, like, that's why it be meaning something to them, if you ask me. But okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying just okay. But then as far as them, like, they be dragging it when they be adding us, though. You know what I'm saying? Thinking we care like that. Because we don't care like that. Like, I can honestly tell you now, I can't speak for... I guess I can really can't speak for street dudes. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not no street dude. You know? I'm not. But at the same time, I'm speaking for myself. I don't think people care like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think people care like that. Because I'm gonna give you a good example. Shit, I take a step further. Let me give you two good examples. Like, for instance, I like 6ix9ine music before 6ix9ine came out, and that's crazy too. That's crazy too. Because let me tell you why that's crazy. Y'all know I really don't like when people be saying the N-word that ain't, you know, BLK. You see? And with that being said, I gave him a pass. I don't know why I gave him a pass. I gotta go back. Maybe back into time and see. You know what I'm saying? Cause see, he must then use it like a goofy. Most people use it like a goofy, and that's annoying. And when I say I gave him a pass, though, I'm talking about his music and his music. You know, I actually like 6ix9ine's music. If I'm being all the way 100% honest, I did. I liked 6ix9ine's music, right? And with that being said, no, I have not listened to this new little track he didn't drop, but I didn't cancel him, if that makes sense. Like I wanna say he dropped, did he drop Fifi? I think so. I wanna say he dropped Fifi with Nicki Minaj after, you know, he went to jail and had got canceled and all of that. And I still was on that. You know, Nikki helped it out or whatnot. But I said all that to say that I feel like 6ix9ine still has his fans. I don't know what happened though. I really don't. I don't know what happened. If I had to guess, he's probably blackballed. You know what I'm saying? Cause yeah, I don't know. I do not think that what happened to him messed up his career. I don't. Well, not in a way where like people stop buying his music and that's why he stopped making it. Nah, I don't believe that. He must have got blackballed. That's what I could think. Cause I think a lot of people don't care enough. Kind of like Gunna. Man, people still messing with Gunna. People is still messing with Gunna. Gunna still get love and stuff like that. Musically. So I was proud of Boosie. You know what I'm saying? I was proud of Boosie and his response, because at the end of the day, Boosie he getting ready to go to jail. Why wouldn't that be on his mind 24/7? Like, Boosie got so much shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he gotta get in order before he leave. He gotta trust different people with this and trust different people with that, and he gotta worry about this and worry about that. Hell, I take it a step further. Last time he went to jail, I think he fell out with his brother. I think. Don't quote me. I think he did. And I want to say he fell out with his brother. So you would think that he probably shell shocked. Shit. You know? Shoot. Like right now, and that ain't even funny. But like right now, Boosie probably like ready to have yard sales and all kinds of stuff, Like some stuff he probably like, I'd rather sell than lose it. He just, you know, like you just be thinking, you know what I'm saying? Like you yourself, you know what I'm saying? You be thinking like, dang, I got a little business, you know what I'm saying, or whatnot. But like, could you imagine, you know what I'm saying, having like with Boosie, getting his affairs together? Cause shoot, hey, just being all the way, real. His home, his home, his most valuable possession, okay, is for real. It's like it's vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? It's vulnerable. That like I bet you Boosie going through it for real. And I think that's why I don't think to it. I bet you that's why well, first of all, nobody wants to go to jail. Period. Period. Nobody wants to go to jail. For real, for real. Um, but then too, like, with so much to lose, you know what I'm saying? Like Boosie, like it's messed up for real. For real. Like he is putting himself like when he goes to jail, he's gonna be in a very, very vulnerable position. You know what I'm saying? He has no choice but to trust certain individuals with his life. Shit, it is what it is. His life outside of his body, which is all of his possessions, you know, kids and stuff. Shoot, and that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot. Shit, so that's why I said he probably somewhere ready to sell some stuff, store some stuff, and just really just probably having the hardest time just trying to just figure it all out, But the good thing about it is, I want to say I could be wrong, but I want to say didn't Boosie had that house before he went to jail? I think he had all of that before he went to jail. I could be wrong, but I think he did. And even if he didn't, I just want to say, he did it once. He did it once. So he should be better, prepared now. But it's like, what do you do? You know what I'm saying? It really ain't that hard though. He just gotta find somebody to live at his house, somebody he trusts to live there and guard it with their life. You know what I'm saying? You're probably gonna have them some bodyguards and all of that still, but that's just vulnerable as hell. And then what you gonna do with your belongings? Cause he don't want nobody rummaging and going through his shit, So then there's that. You know what I'm saying? Then there's that worrying about storing it and da 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 da. He better start make sure he got insurance on all that shit. You know, like he got so much to worry about. And Kodak Black, Kodak Black crazy. Kodak Black is somewhere in freaking La La Land, okay? And that's not funny. Prayers up for him. Y'all know I hate that for him. But it just is what it is. He's somewhere acting like a YN. Feeling good. For real. He just, you can't take him serious right now. You know, and it's sad. Shit, it's sad. Like, man, I listen to, man. Anyway, let me just say this too. Let me say this real quick. Kodak is 26. That's why I said acting like a YN. Because I know Kodak ain't no YN no more. He not no YN. He not. Truth be told, his YN time then came and went. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. Like, you only get to be a YN for so long. And, you know, I remember, like it was yesterday, Kodak Black being a YN. Okay? But he not no more. Now I gotta see how old this NBA young boy. I think he like 25, all right. Yeah, he's 25. Shoot. I think that might be the cutoff. You know, I think 25 years old might be the cutoff. And once you turn 26, I think you up out of YN territory. It just is what it is. Mm, mm, mm. And so, yeah, Kodak Black somewhat having a funky good time. It's just, see, just one ear after the fucking other. And it's crazy too. Cause like something had told me when it comes to Kodak though, he be telling on himself. You know, if you pay attention to him, he really tell on himself. Cause I don't care what Kodak say. Like he don't smoke like that. You know what I'm saying? He don't smoke like that. And he always be having a lighter. He always got that lighter. You know what I'm talking about? It's not funny. So I feel like, yeah, he was telling on himself. To me, for real. To me, he was telling on himself without telling on himself with that lighter shit. You know what I'm saying? Because, he keep a good lighter too, like the torch kind. So, but you know, prayers up for Kodak. I pray that he gets through whatever he is going through. You know, honestly, I don't know a lot about addictions. I don't. But I will say this. A part of me, I'm not sure how true this is though. I think some people who have them, I think they stem from a place of hurt, if that makes sense. You know? So it's almost like, I don't know. I honestly think it could come from anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But see, in Kodak Black's situation though, with him being so young, right? And I'm not talking about now, cause Kodak been going through what he been going through for a while now. Okay, so I'm speaking to the younger Kodak. Yeah, I think Kodak stuff comes from a place of childhood trauma. See, everybody's stuff is different, you know, but I definitely feel like some people go through something so traumatic that once they have a release, there's just, it is what it is. Like, yeah, I feel like sometimes whatever they into, whether it be alcohol, rhymes with rugs, whatever. I feel like it just is a release. You know what I'm saying? For a little while, it releases them from the trauma of the experience. Um, and honestly, I think that it lasts until they decide to heal it truthfully. But I think it just attaches itself to the addiction, if that makes sense. The pain will attach itself to the addiction. So you don't necessarily think about the trauma anymore. Like, not I'm not saying ever. In other words, you don't realize that's why you acting out, but you acting out from a place of hurt. And I'll tell you like this. Um, like I said, no, I don't know a lot about addiction. You know what I'm saying? I don't. But I can honestly say that, like, I'm human, right? I'm human. I've been through stuff. Um, and so that's why I said, I just feel like it comes. I think I feel like people who are addicts are just like us. They just didn't know how to deal with their pain, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. I feel like, but the reason why, um, they, um, abuse, rhymes with rugs is because they get, um, addicted. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they get addicted to them. Ultimately trying to run from pain, you know. Hey, 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 hey. Hi, same here. Same here. But yeah, prayers up though. Prayers, you know what I'm saying? I say my prayers up for Kodak. You know what I'm saying? For real. Truth be told. Cause like I like, oh Lord, it's just crazy. Like I feel like the spirit of addiction can be so strong, but God is stronger. It just is what it is. His strength ain't nothing like it. Can't nothing go up against it. So mm, it is what it is, but prayers. I want to send my prayers up for Kodak Black, because I don't like seeing him in the state that he's in. It just is what it is. Um, oh yes, Miss Preston Curl. Truth be told, you know. Um, but yeah. So I liked how Boosie handled it, because he seemed like he coming around the mountain a little bit. starting to step up into his age or whatnot. Child, what else is going on? Um, Hold on. What else was I talking about today with y'all? If you just now getting here, make sure you hit that like button. Okay, period. And shout out to that. But yeah, prayers up for real for Kodak Black. And then listen, okay, so yeah. Okay, shout out to Yaya. Oh, Yaya. I like Yaya. It just is what it is. And I ain't gonna lie. Y'all know I don't lie. Y'all know I can't cap. You cap. And I believe the kids turn capping into cap. But I'm here for it. It is what it is. I'm here for it. Child, yeah, I like Yaya. Hey, I really started liking her after that shit she did in H-Town. I just gotta keep it real. It is what it is. For real. Child, Yaya crazy. Anyway, so Money Yaya or Iana Mayweather daughter, okay, she, you know, gracefully, okay, um, she gracefully bowed out of the drama with her baby daddy's wife, mother, okay. So her siblings' grandma be tripping with her. Her and her siblings' grandma be getting into it online. The grandma called her a fan or a guest or a fan or the guest that she is or something like that. You know what I'm saying? At the concert. It was like Jazz is on stage or something like that. I said, ooh, ah, come on, Granny. What did Yaya ever do? You see? But it is what it is. Can you read between the lines? Yeah, I see the plot. Um, it is what it is. What had happened was, see now I see. Okay, now hold on, I'm coming around the mountain, Miss Presser Girl. It explains so much, y'all. You know what I'm saying? The fact that okay, first of all, y'all know if a young boy be messing with all these different girls, right? Like he don't even have a wife. I told y'all that's crazy to me and weird and strange. But anyway, now it explains a lot. Like the girl don't care, really. She don't care. That's not saying she don't care, but like, you know how some people you can run over. Yeah, it just is what it is. He got one of them. And so she then probably, okay, heavy on probably, vents to her mother about her drama, her marriage drama, right? And the mama can't stand Yaya. It is what it is. The daughter ain't trying to get you see, because we all know, Yaya. Yaya chase a motherfucker through the house like Freddy Krueger. Okay? It just is what it is. Yaya ain't the motherfucking one. Trust me, they all know. So, the grandma, you see, she don't care. She ain't got nothing to lose. So the grandma will be like, I'll check her. You see, I'll check her. I'll say something because something needs to be said. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, the grandma be like, I need to say a little something, something. You see, like Keith Swift said. Mm. So I see what's going on. The girlfriend ain't gonna, the wife ain't gonna say nothing because that's not her character. The mama like, oh, I'll bump with you. You see, um, so it is what it is. But yeah, I said, look, yeah. I said, girl, please get out of my way. Yeah, said, girl, you will not be the wedge between my baby daddy and I. She said, oh no, Miss Preston Curl, you played me the first time. Played like a like a damn guitar. You see? She said, not this time. She said, girl, who you feeling like? Why do you keep speaking on me? Why are you even worried about me? It's starting to give you wake up with me on your mind every day. I'm not even about to take it there with you today. Because the last time I took it too far by speaking on your daughter's marriage, and I'm woman enough to admit I was wrong for that because it was unprovoked. You got it. You won. I don't care. I'm done with all of this shit. Just leave me alone and stop speaking on me. God bless. You see, Yaya said, nah. What had happened was, I'm not finna get into it with my baby daddy behind you. Girl, please. You see, mm. She said, shit. Um, I said, well, go on, Yaya. Keep the peace then in y'all family. You see, it just is what it is. That's a big family. At least that's what the wife's sister said. Oh yes, Miss Pastor Girl. Somebody was saying something about Jania, and the sister was like, "We all family. Quit being messy," or something like that. I was like, "Ew, okay. Well, that's one way to look at it." We are family. Anyway, yes, if you just now get here, hit the like button. It's your girl Shay Renee, and I done went child from coast to coast on these internet streets, okay? Breaking it down. Everything that's going on, we done already talked about it. You see, so you gotta hit rewind. Replay game, hit the like button and get in the building. Krishan has her baby. Oh yes, she got her baby. If you want the details on how, when, and all of that, go click on my live before this one, okay? So you can get up to date. All right? And just is what it is. Anyway, after that, let me move on. Yeah, because I think I like updates. Like on my blog, I do a lot of updating. So shout out to that. Oh my God, speaking of an update. Child, this update had me a little upset. I said, hold on. Mm, mm. Child, so word on the curb is Miguel. Miguel, the singer. Child, Miguel done sang his way up in somebody else's bed and somebody else's twat and had a baby. I said, take the what and leave the what? What the hell? Like, I didn't even know he got a divorce. I thought, wait. Hold on, let me go back. Hold on. Was he married? I could have sworn he was married. But somebody kept saying, hold on. Yeah, hold on. Somebody kept saying, hold on. begin a relationship with '05. In January, it was announced that they were engaged. The couple got married on. Okay, so he was married. He was married. He was married until 2022, they say. I didn't know he had got divorced. Did not. But Child Miguel popped out with a whole fucking baby yesterday. I said, boy, well, turn him around and let us see him. Shit. But what the hell you mean? It's a whole new mother. Child was not ready, like, for church on Sunday. I was not ready. My bad, bestie. My bad. I just, I wasn't ready. You know I ain't lying. Um, Popped up with a baby. I said, what? Child, I was gonna need somebody to my big your finest fucking warden, okay? Yep, a little baby. Hold on, let me see. Welcome a baby last year. I knew it. That's what I wanted to say. The baby is one. So he gonna let us know he got a baby when the baby start walking. Okay. That's interesting. But all right. All right. I'll take it. Congratulations, Miguel. Let me see. Miguel is, first of all, Sure Thing is my song. Now, I like the one where he say, Sure Thing do jam. But I like that other one. When he be saying something about some N words or something like that. What he be saying? He be jamming. I don't know why Miguel didn't go as big as he was supposed to go. Somebody probably wanted to play in Miguel's ass, or either had him playing his. I mean, in theirs. You see. Oh yes, Miss Preston Girl. That probably happened. You know, it just is what it is. Hey, hey. It happens. You know, in the industry, they get these men and they be wanting stuff from them. It just is what it is. And then we be wondering what happened to such and such. Such and such didn't want to get down with the program. You know, and it's crazy too because it's crazy too because they don't even get to tell their story, right? They be scared to tell their story because to me they don't know how to move on. They don't know how to be like, um they don't be like, such and such tried to get me to do da 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 da, and then I didn't want to do da 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 da, so da 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 happened, and now here I am at Miguel's furniture store. You see, that's what had happened was, and I got a nice sectional today, you know, on sale. It's a sure thing. You see, I feel like they don't know how to, you know, go on with their lives, right? One, find another financial path that they can feel comfortable with, okay? And then just tell their story. They don't do that. They be so afraid to do that. Instead, they be behind the scenes hoping and wishing and just waiting and working and trying little bitty things, little bitty here and there's, right? Hoping that their situation will change, and it just never does. You know, truth be told, it just never does. So to me, they kind of like when they gone, right, and not no longer here to tell the story, they leave with it. It is what it is. They leave with it. But I really wish that they would start talking a little more. It just is what it is. Just talk. Shit, talk that talk. For instance, this is a good example. See that woman that sues Shannon Sharp, she don't really look at this spider. That woman that sues Shannon Sharp, she don't really need Shannon. She don't really need the industry for anything. She was on online the other day bragging, talking about how she didn't bossed up. Uh, but like that man suing Tyler Perry, he might need the industry still. I can guarantee you, he probably still wants to work. His dream is probably to be a an actor or a director or a filmmaker or somebody that does the stuff that he's into. So it's probably going to hurt his career. It was probably so damaging to his career coming after Tyler. You know what I'm saying? To the point where he got to do it big. He's suing for a lot of money, as he should. Because the truth of the matter is, I feel like there are so many Tylers, okay, in the industry. He'll probably never work again. Like never. And that's you know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of shit that they be dealing with. Come on now. Look at Monique. Monique should tell y'all. Hold on. Look at Monique. Monique's story alone should be able to tell you how these people be getting blackballed. And look at Monique. Look at Monique. How big Monique is. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, as a star, Monique is a big, huge ass star. Okay? I wonder why spiders be so hard to kill. When I be trying to kill spiders, they be hard to kill. Like that spray don't be working on them like it do everything else. I can tell you that right now. You be having a tussle with them. But anyway, and then I don't like this spray. Why do that spray be giving? So anyway. Anyway. So like Monique, you know what I'm saying? Monique is a huge ass celebrity. You know? And look at her situation. Look at Monique's situation. That's a prime example right there. A good damn example. We don't never see Monique. Shit. She said whatever she said about Oprah them, Tyler, and the rest of them, and what? Shit. She said whatever she said about them damn people, okay, and stopped her damn bag. Miss Preston girl, she did. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, yeah. Like, no. You know, the industry is it's a really tricky place. Seriously, and it's nothing to play with. Nothing. And let me just say this real quick too. Let me say this real quick. One day I don't know what I was doing, right? But something gave me the notion that, let me make sure that's the right word I want to use. Something had gave me the notion, the thought, the information. I don't know what you want to call it. But I had started to believe, yeah, that's right. That's what I want to use. That's right, home skillet. So shout out to that. But listen, I'm chilling, minding my business. Okay. And see, and then all of a sudden I had got the notion right there, like, and I don't even know where this came from. I can't even remember, y'all. But maybe somebody even said it. But it's like, if you see somebody, right, that be in a lot of stuff, chances are, right, um, chances are, um, 9 times out of 10, right, they probably be getting down with the program. Okay, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel about it. Okay, and I'm gonna give y'all an example. This is a prime example right here. So y'all know the little boy named Brashear. He's not a little boy, he's a young man. The young man named Brashear, okay, the one who was on Empire, right? Okay, they be saying that somebody in the industry did something to him, allegedly, right? A guy. Y'all hit the like button. If y'all just now getting here, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. But allegedly, right? Not even just one guy. Some guys, right? They feel like something happened. You know what I'm saying? Something happened. And I believe it. I believe it. Because one, you don't go from being this cute, young, fresh face, right, in Hollywood on a, what's it called? On a star show, right? One of the stars on a popular show, to like just a junkie and running around here broke and out of your mind. Like it don't make no sense. It don't. It just don't add up at all. You know, which just makes me feel like something went wrong within his career. Okay, at some point I feel like lines was crossed. Now this is alleged. This is where that alleged start kicking in. I need. You see. I think at some point the lines got blurred. You know what I'm saying? Like business and personal got. You know what I'm saying? And see, that's what's crazy. That's what I like about the man who filed the lawsuit against Tyler Perry. You know what I'm saying? He started like, to me, they let it be known the way that they be moving, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I said all that to say, like, um, it's sad that, like, in the industry, I feel like it's part talent, part pull your pants down. You know what I'm saying? Like G1 said, in them jeans. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. It's partially talent, the other part in the jeans. You know, it just is what it is. And so, like, this one man in particular, I cannot think of his name. I cannot think of his name. But when I tell y'all, he be in a lot of movies. Like, this man is probably, and I'm not even like, this is not an exaggeration. This man probably got at least over 50 to 100 movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is in a lot of shit. He even in Stump the Yard. It's that dark man. When I think about people like him, I wonder if he is either gay, bi, or down low. You know what I'm saying? Just based off the fact that he gets a lot of work. You know, he does. He gets a lot of work. And I'm starting to realize, I'm telling y'all what I know. They be acting like the people who got the pull, the real pull, and the real say so, be like wanting what you got in them jeans. You know what I'm saying? They be wanting you to shake what you got in your jeans. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Like that man said. Shit. He said Tyler Perry just let him know straight up and motherfucking down. You know? Like, this show can get canceled. Like, don't play with me. You know what I'm saying? Because one day you're here and then the next you're gone type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just saying. Ever since I heard that, I be like paying attention to who doing what. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Because, for instance, the man I was telling y'all about, he be on everything. When I know other people can't get work. You know what I'm saying? He be on everything. When I say everything, I mean everything. And he just recently spoke out about Brashear. And I was like, oh, Miss Preston, you got something else you want to add? You know, like, what you know? Good. Cause like he been in the industry a long time. And I feel like if he isn't, in other words, getting down with the get down, I feel like they would have been and tossed him to the side. Threw him away. So I don't know who husband it is. I don't know who man it is. I don't know who brother it is. But I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me see. I'm not going to say his name. But maybe it might come up, though, when I type this in. But yeah, I was like, oh man, it's crazy. Like, it is so crazy what the industry did to him. Like, man. But he's not the first, and he won't be the last. He won't. Mm-mm. And it's crazy too because they say that Will Smith was his mentor. Will Smith, that is not who I'm talking about, y'all. That ain't who I'm talking about. Y'all should know that ain't who I'm talking about. Yeah, because, like, come on, that's Will Smith. You know, this other guy is nowhere near as big as Will, but he should be. That's my point. He has so many freaking movies. Like I feel like you cannot cut your TV on Tubi, right? And want like let's say you put your TV on Tubi and you don't pick nothing to watch. You let Tubi pick you something to watch. And I feel like within 24 hours, you're gonna at least see one or two movies with him, if not more. You know what I'm saying? Like, that man be working. He be working his butt out. It just is what it is. And all I did was I Googled, yeah, okay, it is what it is. He popped up. He definitely popped up. But like I said, I'm not going to share his name because I don't know nothing about him. All I can say is what I said. Um, when all I can say is what I said. When I see him, I wonder if he's ever been approached to do extra things, and if the extra things that he's been approached to do outside of just acting is what keeps him working. You know what I'm saying? Because he work a lot. It just is what it is. I pay attention. I told y'all that. Like, I pay attention to everything, especially details. And the details are, it's not a lot of people that just be, like, man, I'm telling you what I know. People be having to fight to get roles in acting. Shoot, y'all better ask Ray Janae. You know what I'm saying? You better ask Ray Janae. Look at Ray Janae. I feel like Ray Janae worked her butt off to get the roles that she has gotten, right? And I feel like as Lil Wayne's daughter, though, I be thinking she probably be like, whoa, I thought this was going to be easier for me, but it's not. Like, you really got to work. You got to work. Like, listen, I don't know what you got to do. Tell you the truth. It's almost like you got to work and give up some type of little sacrifice too. Shit, like you got to bring a goat to the party or something, I'm just saying. But anyway, so Will Smith was allegedly his mentor. Now, I never heard that before, but I have heard that he was around Will Smith. I have heard that. Now, don't need to remind y'all that allegedly Will Smith might be into men. Now, I don't know how true that is, but I'm just saying people have said that. Since the beginning of time, people have said that about Will, right? And I just want to say this. Let me just say this. So if he was really, okay, because that's allegedly, I don't know. I don't know how true that is. Let me see. I really don't know how true that is. I don't think I've ever even seen Will and the young man in the same room together, but that's neither here nor there. But I do want to say though, like, if that's true, that's the second young man who has been around Will Smith them who is, I would say, kind of weird now. It just is what it is, because remind y'all, August Alsina was allegedly around Will and Jada them too. And August, to me, barely left with his mind intact. Something was going on with August when he first got out of there. And if you ask me, something is still going on with August. you know, people said, like, having a conversation with him is like chalk nails on chalkboard. You know, like, I forgot what somebody said the other day, but literally, it takes August so long to get to the point sometimes, and then you still don't know what he said. It's crazy. So, like, I'm like, you know, so like that's like the third, that's the second young man. I'm just gonna say that, you know, and that's it. That's all I. That's it. That's the, you know. Um. So yeah, crazy, crazy, crazy. But shout out to everybody involved in that story, especially Brashear. Especially Brashear. I really, really hope that he's able to turn it around, you know. Unfortunate things do happen to us in life. It does. Like, you know, lots of things happen to lots of people that they didn't deserve, you know. And we can only pray that they recover, you know. So that's that. But anyway, poop stars, and then after that, I guess I'm gonna roll. I had a funky good time with y'all, but that's it. You see? That's it. I done talked to y'all about every single thing that I meant to talk to y'all about. Okay. So I'm actually getting up out of here earlier than I'm used to, but it is what it is. The news just, you know what I'm saying? The news ain't newsing today. So it is what it is. I'm going to touch grass. I'm never mad at it. I got other stuff to do anyway. So, yeah. Shout out to that. And then, anyway, I guess I will see y'all on my next video. Bye, y'all.